We're the Skills for the New Millennium tour, and we travel the country teaching life, citizenship, permaculture, and homesteading skills to pretty much anyone and everyone. If we hear about them or they hear about us, we do everything based purely on donations, so that we're able to reach a lot of different groups and organizations and youth shelters and communities that don't generally get access to things like traveling teaching tours and permaculture education. So we're able to do that largely because we live out of our Permibus, which is a permaculture demonstration bus. Originally it was a school bus, and as a family we have revamped it into a sustainable permaculture home. And
the bus has in it
teaching.
Yes, as a teaching tool, the bus has a solar power. That's how we run all of our house lights and our computers. We run primarily on biodiesel as an alternative fuel source. We have a hydroponic garden that connects in with our gray water system and our vermiculture system, because we do composting on the bus. We think composting is a critical part of a way to fight global warming, because through composting it's a sequestering of carbon. So we teach about composting and that stuff, and the way we do it on the bus is we have 3 chickens that travel with us, and all of our food scraps go first to the chickens, and then from the chickens it goes to the worms. And then the worms when the worms are done with it, we take the worm castings and take them and mix them with a little gray water and add a little seaweed for the microminerals the plants need, and we feed that into a tube garden in our bus that then once again gives us food, so it makes a closed loop, something we're looking for in permaculture. We also do humanure on the bus. So we have our toilet we have a separate pee bucket, and then our toilet has a bucket with sawdust, and we have a nice little toilet seat in the back, and you go to the bathroom and then you cover it with sawdust, and we collect that until we get to somebody's place that has humanure, and we add it to their system. So instead of that waste going into the water system, it now is becoming soil, and we're participating in what we believe is our role as soil builders, our human role as soil builders. And the 3 chickens also give us eggs, so they stack functions too, as well as being a great attractant. We go to a lot of urban areas where we run into kids and people who've never seen a chicken that wasn't Kentucky Fried before. And so it's a good thing to introduce live animals to people.
So tell me more about like why you're doing what you're doing, and also the importance of teaching.
When we started this, what we were really thinking about, it was a stacking functions kind of thing. The bus offers us, and what we're doing offers us many different things. But in order for sustainability to happen, I believe, globally, there's a lot of people out there that know something's wrong. They just don't know what to do about it. And they don't know how to live in any way different than they were raised to live. They don't have the skills needed. So we thought it was really important to go out and reskill those people. And we really wanted to give people the skills for what we see as true sustainability. And people are going to be sustainable. They have to have food sustainability, but they also have to be able to build and maintain community, because that is an important part of sustainability. And then that community has to have the skills to resist corporate incorporation, encroachment. Because with the government and corporations, you can have the most beautiful organic garden, and you can develop a buying club and food shops and all of that, and the government and corporations can come in and take it away from you in a heartbeat. It doesn't matter if it's on private land or public land. If they blow off the mountaintop above you to mine coal, your garden no longer exists when the debris comes down. So really that is another piece of skill that's really important for sustainability. So we wanted to give people the skills to provide for themselves, to build community, and then to help that community resist government and corporate encroachment in their lives. And to us, that's where real sustainability comes from.
Offering people the chance to make changes in the margins. We don't expect people to wake up tomorrow and change their entire lives. But if tomorrow they wake up and put in a worm box, or set up a, twice a month potluck with their community where people actually get to know each other and get to organize and talk about how they want to shape their community together. All of those things, local food potlucks, all of these things are making those changes in the margins that can move us from beyond sustainability to abundance.
So how did you learn all these skills, and how did you learn what you teach?
Long and interesting
For maybe-
lives.
So in like 1985, my husband and I got involved with Earth First. Stan and I got involved with Earth First. And being involved in Earth First required a certain amount of skill learning. We did we took a lot of nonviolent direct action trainings, and then we started teaching nonviolent direct action trainings. Community conflict resolution, if you're involved with an alternative community for any length of time, it's a skill you have to start paying attention to and learning. So our activist skills came from 25 years involved in activism. The sustainability skills, I was raised hunting and we did all of our own butchering, we did canning, so I brought a skill set from my childhood into this, and I've expanded it as an adult with more gardening stuff, and then we of course took some permaculture design courses. Everybody in the family has taken a permaculture design course, and Stan and I have taken an advanced permaculture design course. So we have developed, so we got the permaculture skills in that way. And things like the medic skills, we just here in Asheville did a 20-hour medic training. In 2000 I got involved with medic stuff, and she was raised with it, and so that was just another skill set that we brought on board with us when we came. And then we'd also teach a variety of interesting life skills, like she teaches archery that she learned in 4-H.
Yes, I have things like archery that I learned in 4-H, self-defense that I teach, which is really, I've been interested in that my entire life, and so I've come up with as many people to teach me things as possible and put it together into a training. It's amazing how once you learn how to train, all those things you know how to do become something you can offer other people.
We're big fans of sustainable hedonism. We're broke all the time. You know, this year we've been laughing because this year, you know, between the family, we made less than $1,000 between the three of us as far as what we were able to put in our pockets from the tour. But we eat well. We have good community around us. We have good people around us. We
have a comfortable home.
We have a comfortable home and space to live in. So we have all of the comforts of home. This whole tour has been done on donations. We have yet to get any grants on it. And so, which is a very interesting way to do something, is like, okay, we're offering to the service to the community and having the community support us back. But all of our events has been set up. It started with, we wrote an email and we sent it out to our networks, and those networks sent it out to their networks, and those networks sent it out to their networks. And because of that, we've done church groups, and we did Howard University and All Nations Baptist Church in DC.
And youth shelters and activist communities and
inner city schools. And
next year we're being brought in by the Girl Scouts for a final project to get their, it's like the gold.
Their gold badge.
The gold badge.
And so you know, we work with, so it's kind of nice as being long-term activists to be working with people who are not generally part of the activism scene. And so we're doing a lot of that work. So if people want to get involved,
the people, not just the choir.
Yep. If people want to get involved, they should just contact us. If they want to have us in their community, give us a call. We'll set something up. We travel all around the country. It's just figuring out what time will be in your region. And we'll be happy to come and do something. Whatever it is you want us to do. All of our trainings are specifically designed for the communities we go into. So if you have like 5 things you're interested in, we can combine some of them and set up days of training and get it all happening.